guys, welcome back to the channel. We're gonna be doing a partial rant and just talk about stuff while I play For Honor. So, I know most of y'all ain't blind to the news. Y'all have probably heard about what's going on in Ukraine. Whatever. I don't condemn the people for their leaders' decisions. I think what Russia's doing is pretty stupid, not gonna lie. They invaded an independent sovereign nation and appears that they're paying the price for it. I don't know. Everyone has their opinion. You can agree with me, you can disagree with me. I don't care. By the way, I have my own opinion. And my group home be in the background, just tuck 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 tuck. And yeah, what do I want to do right now? I might warm up with a few duels. Well, wonder what we're gonna do. It's probably gonna be a level 3 nightmare bot or something like that. But yeah, I just find all this bullshit that's going on to be just ridiculous. Everything that's going on in Ukraine. And then Russia's firing on civilians, firing on men, women, and children who are not even armed. Come on. Yeah, Putin gotta be like a next level of salt, or like something to just fire on innocent people. Like it's honestly. Like the man tries to talk about denazification, but it's like he doesn't realize that he technically is the Nazi right now. What did the Nazis do? They invaded a place under a casus belli, under a government order, and then they faked threats to their own country. That's what a casus belli is. And Putin's basically doing the same thing, talking about denazification and all this other jargon. All I know is I think he's trying to put the Soviet Union back together or whatever, and the Ukrainians don't want that. They suffered greatly under the Soviet Union. It's just, I don't know, it's a little bold to me. Like, he tries to hide behind the idea of capitalism, but in reality, he's a former KGB agent to me. He doesn't seem like a capitalist to me. True, his country says Russian Federation, but we all know that there's a lot of Soviet sentimentality in there. They might act capitalists, but in reality they're not. But hey, it's none of our business until it becomes our business. Getting all riled up about something we can't control isn't gonna help us in the end. I was supposed to be having a fucking package delivered, and they still haven't delivered it yet. I'm just gonna wait till tomorrow. If not, I gotta go talk to my neighbors. Or whatever, I don't know. Sometimes Amazon gets packaging wrong. That's okay though. Pretty hard to see the numbers on my house sometimes, considering it's on a certain section of the roof. Why it's on the roof and not on the friggin' mailbox, I don't know. I don't design houses. Yes, I'm such a weakling. Just give Warden some fucking plate armor and he'll smack you around for a bit. Oh yes, push me on the ground. Are you fucking kidding me? Am I really so weak you got killed by a bunch of birds? I love that execution. Chimera fools. They know not the power of Horkos and the legions we hold. There will be wolves and there will be sheep. Looks like this one's a sheep. But then again, a lot of cringy Horkos people use that terminology. I really should work on that. I'm a dude who has my own goals and ambitions, but I can get them most accomplished with Horkos. I mean, my thoughts on the whole Chimera and Horkos thing is, Chimera is far from innocent. Chimera is far from innocent. They preach peace, but is that a real peace? Is it? I mean, let's face it. It's probably just used as like a morale slogan or something for their members. Oh yes, and now your AI is starting to register stuff. Yeah, okay, sure. So as I was saying about the Chimera Horkos conflict, people think Chimera is just so innocent compared to Horkos. Nah. Anybody who supports Chimera in this chat, I know you're probably not going to agree with me, but sometimes lying is needed to achieve your goals. Am I wrong? And Chimera most certainly can do that just as much as Horkos can. I'm no fool. I've been a knight since beta. The whole thing to me is just bogus. But then there's gonna be those who are like, oh, you picked a side so you're not allowed to have a middle ground. Yes, I am. There are those in both alliances who have separate opinions on their alliances. I know I will say for a fact my friggin' alliance isn't innocent. Far from it. We hold death games and have cannibalism. But you know what else we do have? A surefire ranking system. You know where you stand. Unlike Chimera, who seem very, very disorganized. The war that took place ravaged both sides, but a lot of Horkos members were still around rather than Chimera. That doesn't really say anything, but says a little bit of something, if you ask me. You get the context. What I think Astria wants to do, to be honest, let's put away all the strong or the weak ideology for a second and just think. Maybe by weeding out the weak, she's allowing the warriors who have held up that animalistic rage for so long, and then they got a message saying, we don't need you anymore. I mean, you'd be pretty insulted too. You were gearing up for war, preparing to fight and die for your faction. Your people have, in your village, sacrificed so many. And then you're just like, oh, their sacrifices weren't meaningful. Yeah, that's pretty insulting. I join Horkos too, cause it's like this. Look how they treated you. Look how the Chimera Alliance treats you. You fought for them. They didn't fight for you. And now they're telling you that they don't need you? Nah, let's teach them a lesson. Teach them where the strong lie and the weak lie. But as warriors, you don't fight the weak. There is no strong or weak when warriors fight one another. There is nothing like that. It's two honorable people having a duel, usually. Or dishonorable people having a duel. It can go both ways. But what you do find during battle is a person's true self. There's people who become absolutely vile during battle. Their true self comes out, where they could be a complete sweetheart in their everyday life. They become a vicious killer during battle. Now, this is a bit of a Viking quote. I know it's coming from a knight, but it's truth. You're not harmless if you will defend yourself. The only way you are harmless is if you do nothing at all. Let's take that in the context for a minute. You are harmless if you do nothing at all. Oh, certainly. Certainly. I'm not gonna defend my faction, but I'm not gonna defend Chimera either. Both do equally bad things to balance each other out, but that's what it is, a balancing game. I picked Horkos because, honestly, my thoughts and beliefs align with them. A lot of the bureaucrats during the Truce of Wyverndale spat on the warriors that fought for them. Very insulting that warriors like that just got cast aside. They were told that their people's sacrifices and their sacrifices were null and void. And Chimera preaches that false peace. What's gonna okay? Astria dies, Horkos loses, or goes screaming into oblivion.
Round one.
What happens afterward? You think peace? Huh. As Apollyon stated, there will never be peace between our peoples. It is inevitable that we fight each other for supremacy. God damn it, I hate Centurions. Of course. Of fucking course. Okay, back to what I was saying. As Apollyon stated many times, it is inevitable that we fight each other. Just because we make peace for a while doesn't mean that all the bad blood just goes away. It isn't just gonna disappear. It's still gonna be there. There's still gonna be prejudice. There's still gonna be hate, and there's still gonna be war. On a smaller scale than most. But still gonna be war. And there's still gonna be hate, even if Chimera wins. There's still gonna be those who follow Astria's beliefs and Apollyon's beliefs. There's still gonna be those who carry on that ghost.
Round three.
Belief is the best weapon created. You could have 1,001 men, and if they don't believe in anything, they will be the weakest force imaginable. If a soldier has nothing in his heart, truly has nothing in his heart, he will be... He will not understand the context of why he is fighting. He will be nothing more than a machine. In some cases that's good, but in most cases, being ignorant is bliss. A bliss that leads to downfall.
Victory.
But I'm not gonna say Horkos is without its lies and deceits, because they happen all the time. And there are a lot of members in the Horkos community that are cringy, that act like nothing but Adderall, the friggin' 5-year-old screaming sheep, 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 sheep. Yeah, I know. It's cringe, but Chimera is no different. You ever seen that meme where it's like a bunch of friggin' savages and they're all taking a crap on each other? Basically. Alright. That's my rant for today, guys.